Hi, this is Benjamin, founder of Farmagain. Today we have come to a farm that is in Usilampatti near Madurai. When you hear Madurai, the first thing that comes to mind is Madurai Meenakshi Amman Temple. The next, Madurai Malli, which is Madurai Jasmine. And this Madurai Malli is quite famous, not only because people really love it, it is also exported quite a bit. And the speciality about this flower is that it has got geographical identification, which means this term Madurai Malli can be used only by farmers who grow Madurai Malli or Madurai Jasmine in this locality, in this region. This farm in particular, it was planted about 9 months back, and because they export the entire produce from here to the US, they wanted to go with technology primarily to improve the productivity and also the quality of the flower, because when you export, it has to last several hours, maybe for a few days. So they wanted to try technology for this. I think so far so good. And a small history about this farm is that the planting was done about 9 months back. And at the beginning, we were not supporting this farm from a nutrition management point of view because they thought they had enough support for that. And according to Mr. Sudeep, who is a farm manager, apparently the first 4 months, the plant were almost like on a deathbed, and which is when we intervened and started giving nutrition recommendations. And of course, after that, Tron took over the nutrition application also. So the growth that you see here is of the last 5 months. So for 5 months, I think the productivity is pretty decent. But you can really measure the productivity only after about a year and a half to two. Normally, the productivity is supposed to be somewhere in the range of 2 to 3 tons per acre. Most farmers, I think, in this region, of course, get in that range, and some who have mastered the art of nutrition management and the irrigation management are somewhere in the upper limit, upper circuit of 3 tons per acre. From the time we took over the nutrition management for this farm, our goal is to see whether we can enhance it even further. The theoretical calculations show us that maybe we should somewhere touch around 4 tons in the second, third year. That's the goal with which we have started the nutrition management. I've often said Farmagain is a company with the research DNA, and we have actually used artificial intelligence very efficiently for a very long time. In fact, the buzzword AI started becoming popular only in the last year or year and a half, but we have been using AI for much longer. And it is because of that that we were recognized as one of the top 100 innovators of India. Now, another feather. What we have done in the last 1 year is that we have added a feature that could use AI in the backend and identify the issues of your plant and tell you what you should do to correct if there is an issue identified. I'll just give you a short demonstration of that. So open the Grotron app and go to the AI section and just take a picture and save it. It will take a few minutes for you to get the results. It actually clearly lists out all the issues that we thought this plant had when we just walked in, right from the nutrition related issues and the pest related issues. And not just identifying, it also gives a recommendation as to what you can really do. And we're also in the process of integrating this with our current nutrition management module, whereby it can actually go through the nutrition application pattern of this farm and accordingly give you a proper recommendation, and in fact can also auto fine tune the fertigation program, and that is what we are working towards. So the farm owner is actually into the jasmine export business. He exports to the US. So his objective was to get more productivity and better quality flowers so that he can demand a better pricing in the market, which is why he wanted to go with the help of technology. So as far as this farm is concerned, just like any other farm, we started right from the hydraulic design. We gave the drip irrigation design and it was implemented under our supervision. The planting, if you look at the spacing here, it is 6 feet row to row. Normal traditional farmers would do 4 by 4 feet planting. There is no notion of this row and column. But making any plant into this row column concept can enhance the amount of sunlight the plant can uptake so that the photosynthesis can be better. So what we did was we designed this with a 6 feet row to row spacing so that both sides of the plants can get better sunlight. And on each bed, we planted two plants, one either side of the bed, and the plant to plant spacing is about 2 feet. And because these plants will be pruned after every flowering, it is unlikely to grow out of control. So it will remain like a small bush always. So this calculation of 6 feet by 6 feet, 2 feet um, plant to plant, and two plants either side of the bed, I think will be a good recipe for aiming a productivity of around 4 to 4.5 tons as against the regular 2 to 3 tons. So the farmer earlier was of the view that his knowledge on nutrition management was sufficient, but somehow it didn't work out. So the first 4 months, the plants were really struggling. And after we took over, we have been able to revive the plants and bring them to flowering. And I think this season, according to the owner, the flowering has been quite good. So next year, it should actually be better. So combination of this raised bed, like I've always said, any plant should perform exceptionally well in a raised bed environment because there is enough aeration, no hardening of soil, and the roots can penetrate freely. So it has to give its best results. So the combination of this different hydraulic design, which is uncommon in a jasmine farm, along with raised bed cultivation and the nutrition management, and the fact that we are maintaining air water balance here as against traditional farmers who generally irrigate once in 7 to 10 days, and they do like 5 to 7 hours of irrigation. We don't do that. We have the power of technology, the power of AI. So we wait for the soil to dry up, in fact, completely dry up, and then irrigate, bring the air water balance back, and again wait for the soil to dry up. And this is done autonomously. Nobody really manages anything. And when needed, the nutrition also is applied. Therefore, I'm quite confident we have all the recipes to aim the 4 to 4.5 tons goal that we have set. Time will tell. Next year, I think we will know whether we are really headed towards that. I'm very confident we will. I think next year, same time or around the same time, we will come back to this farm to see how our plans actually impacted the plant, how the productivity increased, how the quality improved. All that we will see next year, same time. Until then, see you. Bye bye.